Love sees a human in need, not a label, race, religion, or background. Now, what did the Samaritan do for the wounded man? Kanina, alam natin yung mga priest at Levite, hindi sila tumulong. Na the Samaritan felt compassion for the stranger even though they were supposed to be enemies. He cleaned his wounds, bandaged him, and treated him with oil and wine. He put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and personally cared for him. No? And then the next day, he gave the innkeeper money to continue caring for the man, promising to pay more if needed. Huh? Now, why did he help? Even though the man was supposed to be his enemy. Bakit kaya tumulong siya? Yung mga priest at saka Levites, sila yung karapat-dapat tumulong, di ba? But the Samaritan helped, no? Because he chooses compassion over prejudice. He did not care about what others might say. He sacrificed his time, money, and comfort to help a stranger in need. He took a risk by stopping on a dangerous road, but his love and mercy were greater than his fear. And he showed the kind of selfless love that Jesus shows us daily. Now, as we continue in our last point, the love or the real love takes action and cause. He bandaged his wounds, brought him to an inn, paid the innkeeper. Now the Samaritan did not just feel pity. He took action, invested time, effort, and money. Love that honors God is sacrificial. It sees the inconvenience but chooses to help anyway. Ito din po ang ginawa ni Jesus. He is the ultimate sacrificial love. Now the Samaritan did not ask, no, what will happen to me if I help? But he asked, what will happen to him if I don't? Now, church, helping others, especially those who are different from us or even considered enemies, requires courage, compassion, and sacrifice. Now, this parable is one of the most well-known stories in the Bible. Its clear message is this: no matter where a person comes from, their culture, religion, or background, we must be willing to help those in need. Even Jesus taught us, love your enemies. In our conclusion, when Jesus asked, which of these three was a neighbor or was your neighbor? The answer was clear. The one who had mercy. And Jesus' challenge was direct. Go and do likewise. Now, church, loving a neighbor or loving your neighbor is not about a checklist or a title. It is about a lifestyle of mercy.